Bienvenue sur ma chaîne. Je m'appelle Anu Gupta et aujourd'hui, dans cette vidéo, je vais vous apprendre les articles français. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today in this video, I'm going to teach you the French articles. So, let's start. Anu commence.
Les articles. Avant de commencer par les articles, je voudrais vous dire qu'en langue française, chaque nom a un genre, masculin ou féminin. Before starting with the articles, I would like to tell you that in French language, each name has a gender, male or female, masculine or feminine. The way we use definite and indefinite articles in English before the noun, like we use definite article the and indefinite article a or an before every noun, like the sun, the river, a boy, an umbrella. In the same way, we are going to use definite and indefinite articles here also in French before every noun. The definite articles over here are le, la, le apostrophe and les. And the indefinite articles are un, une and they. Le, le, le represents masculine. Then la, la is la, it represents feminine. Le apostrophe is used before vowels. The vowels you know, a, e, I, o, u, it is used before vowels. Then comes les, les, les is used for plurals. And in the same way, we have un for masculine. And then une, une for feminine. And des, they for plural. Let me make it more clear to you. For example, in Hindi, take the example of Hindi. In Hindi language, before a sangya, a noun, you use a gender. Like you call Meri Kitab. It is feminine. Book is feminine. Meri Kitab. Mera Chammach. It is masculine. Mera Chammach. So in the same way, in French, we have genders for all the articles. For all the nouns. Like we call le livre. Meri, not Meri book, it is Meri book in Hindi, but in French it is mera book. Le, 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 masculine will come over there. It will get more clear to you with some examples. Let's do that. Let's have a quick look on few examples. See, on this page, a few nouns are written, and before that, I have used the definite or indefinite articles. Before doing this, I must tell you the rules of definite and indefinite articles. See, how can we roughly know that what article is going to come before this particular noun? There are few rules to remember. Like if you have a verb, a noun that ends with e or ion, then most of the time it is feminine. It is not 100% sure that it is every time going to be feminine, but most of the cases, around like 70 to 80% cases, it is feminine. The rest others will be masculine. And then with vowels or with H silent, sometimes H is pronounced, like her sound comes from it, but in other cases it is silent, it is mute H. With vowels and with mute H, you have to use le apostrophe. But in indefinite articles, we use before that. Then with plurals, how can you know that a particular noun is plural? Just by looking at it. Just see if that particular noun ends with S or with EUX or with OUX or with AUX. In most of the cases it is plural. So we use les or they in front of them. Let's see the examples again now.
Let's see the first example now. It is early, early. The bed, a bed. Then le chocolat, le journal, un journal. It is all masculine because there is no e at the end of the word, and also there is no ion. So it is masculine. The next one is la carte, une carte, la robe, une robe, la télévision, une télévision. It is feminine because you can see a e at the end of the word. And also there is ion, like in television it is ion. So this shows that it is feminine. Then next is l'image, un image, l'exercice, un exercice, l'homme, anam, lami, anami. Now see this. Over here we are using L apostrophe with vowels and with silent H. Lum. It is silent H. If it would have been like hibu. Hibu means owl. Here we pronounce H a little bit. Hibu. So we would not have used L apostrophe with hibu. It would have been L hibu. L hibu, masculine, L hibu. So L apostrophe before H is used only with that H which is silent H. And now the indefinite ones. The first one is un image. Un image. Image is feminine, so we are using un in front of it. Next is unexercise. See over here, it ends with e, but it is masculine. I told you there are exceptions to this rule. All these rules are not 100% applicable. So exercise ends with e, but is masculine. So we are using a in front of it. It will be unexercise. Next is anam. Is a man, so anami. Ami means friend. When it is a boy who is a friend, then we use anami. But when it is a girl, we put an extra e after it and we call it eunami. So this is all about the indefinite articles. It can be eun or it can be a. Now comes the plural ones. The plural ones are les livres, des livres. Livre means book, and with an s it becomes books. So it is les livres, des livres, and we won't pronounce it like les livres, des livres. It is les. When we put les, it means it is plural. So it is les livres, des livres. Same, les gâteaux, des gâteaux. So it is all about the plural one. I hope now the articles are clear to you. So you have to be very careful while using the gender of the article, because if you use the wrong gender, you will sound very funny. Like for example in Hindi, if you say meri ghar, meri papa, mera ghadi, how will you look? Just imagine. Or if you say nal khuli hai, pani beh rahi hai, or you say sher dahad rahi hai. Like, while you have to be very particular while using the gender. So I would recommend you that while learning the names of the words, like while learning the nouns, for example, you are going to learn the body parts, you are going to learn the names of the fruits and the vegetables and of all the things that we see around us. You should learn it along with the articles, along with the gender of that particular word. It will help you out in French. Now I have a small exercise for you. Try. Bonne chance. Essayer means try. The first question is mettez l'article défini, means put the definite article. So there are 8 questions. You have to put the definite article le, la, le apostrophe and le. The second one is mettez l'article indéfini, means put the indefinite article. So put un, un or they in this. Here are the answers to it. Now you tally your answers and you check how much marks you have got, and if you are getting good marks, then move ahead, otherwise try it again. Now let's see the few exceptions to this rule also. All the nouns that end with e are not feminine. See, there are few nouns like le village, le café that end with e or e with axo, but they are masculine. Same way, the nouns that end with s, all are not plural. There are few nouns that end with s, but they are masculine, like the fizz, le fizz, the bus, le plus, like this. Now let's take a look at the few other exceptions to this rule. Like, there is no hard and fast rule for the exceptions, as you all know. Exceptions means that no rule is applicable on them. So we have, like in the example you can see le ventre. Le ventre, it means le stomach. It ends with e, but it is masculine. Then we have le hibou. Le hibou, it means owl. It starts with h. It is not a silent h. We call it hibou. So we use le in front of it. Then le fleuve. Le fleuve means the river. It also has e, but it is masculine. La haunch. La haunch. La haunch means hip. It doesn't has a silent h, so we use the gender. It is la haunch. Then lama means the hand. The hand. It also ends with n. There is no e after it, but it is feminine. Then le fils means the son. It also ends with s. It is not plural. It is masculine. La maison means the house. It ends with n, but it is not masculine. It is feminine. La foi. It ends with s, but it is feminine. Le bas, it is masculine. but it ends with S. They are not plural. Le fromage, age, A-G-E. I told you na, age is masculine, le fromage. But the next one is la plage. It also has A-G-E, but it is feminine. This is an exception to this rule that age are all masculine. Okay. The next is le supermarché. Le supermarché. It ends with E with asso aigu. It is masculine. Le supermarché. Then it is la clé. La clé. It ends with E with accent asso aigu, but still it is not masculine. It is feminine. An exception to the rule. Then la per. La per. See, E-A-U. It ends with E-A-U, there is no E after it, but still it is la, it is feminine. So this is all about the articles. Dear learners, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Au revoir, à bientôt.